reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Patriots, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a winner in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They start on the ground with Elliott. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 17 carries, 87 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish a run game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they can't bring him down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Jones. Over the middle, he's got Parker. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first down, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Touchdown, Patriots. Pharaoh Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that score 7-0. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is a number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks led to the loss. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trey McBride, the target on that throw. And that takes us from second to third down. When you look at this Patriots defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
We'll go down to a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. The all-pro return man Marcus Jones deep for New England. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Jones. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. There's a nice move. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it without him. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down. And I think the ball's out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say, dire. And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's to the 15, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. What I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he can't connect.
They did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Jones throw here, taken in by Parker. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards that time. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Richardson looking to throw this. That complete to Downs. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Show him what he's made of.
The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, he really did some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw again on second down. Jones throwing the out route. He's got Parker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Bryce Behringer now. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And it's caught. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Elliott forcing his way into the end zone. He was not to be denied. It's a touchdown. Well, I tell you, Ezekiel Elliott, he is just built like a bowling ball, and he powered his way into the end zone there.
I love that description of him, because when you think about Zeke, you think about lower body strength and those legs churning and creating extra yardage.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
This is taken in by McBride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Colts going to... timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. That's going to be taken in by Downs. Touchdown! Josh Downs, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Room here to run. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's to the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so trying to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They need to decide to get back into this game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Toss left to Elliott. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Jones to throw on second down. Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Jones now Off play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 30. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, 30 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Shoves him aside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this guy will require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 141 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now Jones. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. Big play there for New England. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. Eluding the pressure right. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. The give is to Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. Good footwork at the 30. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing Jones, and that is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Oh, the return is Doolin, fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Jones on the return. Oh, good move. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He was defended by Marcus Jones.
2nd and 10. Back to the air with Richardson. This taken in by Downs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. He stiff arms him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. It's no secret their season is not going the way that they want it, so in a spot like that on 4th down, is it kind of like, why not? Let's just go for it.
I would hope that would be part of their game plan going in. There's no reason not to go for it in that situation, but if I flip it over to the other side, you also know that their season is a struggle for them. You should expect them to be a little more wide open and go for it in 4th down situations. You should be prepared for that.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is down to 24. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. New England's offense set to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Taken down at the 41. That's a gain of 3.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only